I used to think my spare time didn't matter until I realized it was the reason I wasn't progressing. As a student, there is this myth that whenever you are done with your exams, just watch movie. When I'm done with my exam, I used to not anymore. I used to download a lot of K drama, then watch, blah blah blah, do a lot of things. Another thing is that even when I started business as a student, whenever I'm free, whenever I'm not into doing any business or whatever, whenever I'm not reading, I will just be on my phone, doom scrolling. That is what I basically use my spare time do. And when I now get back to work, maybe I was back to business and things are not so productive, and maybe I was back to academics, sometimes I'll find it hard to, what I used to read within 30 minutes, I'll be reading it within 1 hour. I'll now be like, oh my God, what is wrong? But then I came into the realization of what you do with your spare time can actually determine the level of the productivity you get from your busy hours, your work hours, and the likes. Brian Tracy wrote in one of his books that the average man has 124 hours for work, for like that's the busy time for the average man every week. And an average man has 44 hours of spare time. An average man has 44 hours of spare time in a week. So the total hours in a week is 168 hours. To improve your efficiency and increase your effectiveness during your working hours, your busy hours, you need to invest some of your spare time. And one of the things you need to be doing in your spare time is that you need to curate a time for creative thinking. Some of us, we have a piling up problem, something you've been trying to get idea about, you want to solve this particular problem. But if you don't create time for that thinking, that idea will not come. In fact, that idea, you are saying that idea every day. It is like you have the answers to every problem, every questions already. But if you do not curate that time to be in your creative mode, your eyes will not be open to those opportunities, those answers to your problem, and those solutions to whatever you want to do. So you need to learn how to invest some of your spare time. And once I learned that, like I've been more productive. Trust me, some of my spare time recently, I reinvested it. I used it to think, read books, develop new skills, and it's been helping my level of productivity. And the more you invest your spare time, the more you have more spare time. Because if you have spent your spare time figuring out how you are going to handle maybe a problem or a task you are to do during your working hours, you've already figured it out. So you are just going to execute. So the faster you execute, the more you have more time to spend. So thank